The newly born universe pulsed, a cosmic heart struggling to beat against the encroaching darkness. Within its swirling nebulae, the void's poison seeped, twisting nascent stars into grotesque parodies of light. The predator, a lone sentinel in this grand, terrifying spectacle, felt the gnawing unease. This wasn't simply creation, it was a battlefield. He saw it now, the horrifying truth etched in the fabric of reality itself. The spark's defiance, born of an impossible hope, had not merely escaped the void, it had fractured it, and a sliver of that primal chaos now infected the very soul of this new cosmos. The void shard, though diminished, was a cancer, its tendrils reaching into every corner, whispering promises of oblivion. Stars flickered, their light choked by an unseen dread. Planets, still in their molten infancy, warped and contorted, their surfaces bearing the scars of an ancient hunger. The predator moved, a shadow amongst shadows, his senses strained, his every fiber tensed. He had to understand the extent of this corruption, to find a way to purge it before it consumed everything. His own energy reserves were low, a mere ember against the inferno of this nascent threat, but his resolve burned brighter than any star. He recalled whispers from forgotten cycles, tales of entities that fed on pure potential, on the very essence of becoming. Was this what the void had become? A predator of creation itself? He navigated through a field of protostars, their light bleeding into an unnatural crimson. A sudden, violent tremor shook the very foundations of this nascent reality. Not a natural birth pang, but a scream of agony. Something was fighting back, not the void, but within the void's own corrupted creation. A cluster of nascent suns, instead of coalescing, imploded, collapsing inward with a silent, terrifying fury. Then, from the heart of the implosion, a new form began to emerge. It was not light, nor was it darkness, but something in between, a being of pure, unadulterated paradox, screaming with the agony of its own birth. It was a twisted echo of the void, but imbued with the spark's defiance, a living embodiment of the conflict. Its form shifted, a kaleidoscope of impossible geometries, its presence a dissonant chord in the symphony of creation. The predator recognized it with a chilling certainty. This was not a mere infection, this was the void's response. It had not merely sent a poison, it had birthed a weapon. A weapon forged from the very essence of the spark's rebellion, now turned against its source. The being pulsed, its alien gaze sweeping across the nascent universe, a silent promise of annihilation. The predator felt a cold dread, deeper than any he had known. This was not just a battle for survival, but for the very definition of existence. Was this the ultimate price of defying oblivion? To birth a more terrible oblivion? The nascent universe, his hope for a new dawn, was now a cradle for a cosmic horror. He had to act, to find the spark, to understand how its defiance had led to this horrifying perversion. But as he turned, the paradoxical entity let out a piercing shriek, a sound that ripped through the fabric of spacetime, and the stars around it began to weep tears of pure void. The predator's attention was drawn to a faint, almost imperceptible ripple in the void's influence, a single point of light struggling to maintain its integrity. Could this be it? The true spark? Or another cruel deception? He surged forward, a desperate gamble against an unimaginable foe, the fate of everything hanging precariously in the balance. The newly born entity watched him go, a cruel, nascent smile spreading across its impossible form, and then, with a final, shattering crescendo of cosmic despair, the universe winked out of existence, or did it? The predator found himself adrift, not in the void, but in a place of pure, unformed potential, a place that felt familiar. And then he saw it, a faint, ethereal glow in the distance, a beacon of hope, or perhaps, a siren's call. It was the true spark, or what remained of it, and it was beckoning him. But guarding it, coiled and waiting, was a creature of unimaginable darkness, an ancient being that had slumbered in the void for eons, awakened by the paradox of creation. Its eyes, two burning pits of pure annihilation, fixed upon the predator. He was trapped between the dying embers of hope and the awakening abyss. The true war had just begun.